Hello, this is Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, the Friday afternoon Zoom edition. We're meeting early due to another Zoom I have later. And so my attendance is pretty thin. We've got Nicole and Frank. So it looks like we're going to keep it small and maybe short today. Feel free to jump in with any questions you have. I'll treat it like any other for those of you on the recording. So let's get started. Let's check out Bitcoin. It's had a nice resurgence last couple of days. We're over 20,000, over 21,000. So let's go to the chart. Okay, you guys should be seeing my Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you. All right, so I drew this line on Monday, 20,200. Seems to be holding. A lot of people are expecting another drop and then a pump. I tend to agree with that. So I'm going to be cautious this weekend. I'm not sure if I'll even trade at all, but I'll be looking for, instead of something just to go straight up, I'll be looking for dip trades, actually, something to drop in the zone and then show me some evidence of recovery. So on Bitcoin here, let's look at the news briefly. Yeah, this is what I wanted to look at. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin spike. Analyst says brace for crypto breakdown or fake out in the next few days. I tend to agree with that. And you guys can read this article. It's connected to TradingView. Let's see, there was one thing that looked interesting to me. No, I can't find it. Oh well. Yeah, so check that out. And a lot of traders are leaning in this direction. So another drop, probably below 20K, and then a pump. Of course, there's also the possibility of a drop and then a continued drop. So bear that in mind with your money management if you're doing any trading, today or over the weekend. Ethereum has taken a worse beating than Bitcoin, but it dipped below 1,000. So I drew this line here at 1,000 to hope and pray that it functions as support. We've got a pump over 1,200 today. I've re-added my my divergence indicators, and looks like they've had some pretty good accuracy. 2 out of 3 ain't bad here. This one you would have had to ladder buy once or twice to make profit, but so be careful if you're ladder buying. Go in small. If you're using stop losses, I look at your support and resistance and incorporate that into your stop losses. So for example, if you wanted to buy this, I probably wouldn't do it on the 4-hour chart based on this bearish divergence, but you set your stop loss down here, probably around 850 or 900. Not financial advice, but that's what I would do. And then I hope you catch I would wait for evidence of a breakdown and then a pump back up. That's what I'd be looking to do. And okay, well, that's about all I have for the market overall, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Any questions, comments? Very well, let's go to Altcoin Alert, see if we can find some trades. I was looking at AA scores earlier. As you guys know, I don't like the dashboard look. I prefer the altcoin radar. It gives me all the information. First thing I do is sort by the AA score. I'm looking for 80 and above on the bullish side. I've got STORJ. Traded this before, 83.6, pretty good score. Got bullish on the Elder Impulse Daily and the long-term sentiment, up almost 10% today. So that looks good to me. I'm going to check it out. Look at the day chart to get the big picture. This looks like a lot of the charts we've seen. Big pump in November, almost well over $3, down below $1 now. I'll make that smaller. Yeah, 92 cents at the moment, but a bit of a recovery last couple of days. Let's go to the hour chart. Yeah, this had a nice move. Since about the 15th, we're up, over 200%, gave a little bit back, today, but still looking pretty strong. On the 5-minute, you know, looking kind of squeezy here. Yeah, less than 3% between the Bollinger Bands. So I'm not seeing a good entry at the moment. Some short-term support right about here, around 90 cents. That might be an entry. We're not that far from it now. This is one where I'd want to go to my 15-minute chart and either use divergence or an MFI or RSI indicator alert to catch a dip. It looks like the RSI has been a little bit better than the MFI as it's spotting dips. So we get this dip down here below the 30 on the RSI and the 15-minute chart, and then we get a nice move back up. So just taking that trade, you know, could have caught a really nice move there. We have something similar here on the MFI, where the RSI didn't drop to 30, the MFI did drop below 20, but either one of those moves would have been really good. And then I'm not really seeing any more indications of dips. The RSI gets pretty close here, around 32. So that might be the better indicator alert to set. Add your alert on the RSI, crossing up value instead of 30, go 35. Once per bar close. And I gotta get rid of these. All right, that's how I like to do my alerts for you know, contemporaneous trading. What was there before I had to do with a bot. But anyway, I like to be notified on my app and on the pop-up on my desktop computer. Play a sound. I like this 3 notes reverb. It's not as jarring as some of the other trading view alert sounds. And then I usually put the AA score in here, AA 83.1, I think it was. And click create, and then you're good to go. I don't think I'm going to use that one though. I think I'm going to do. I think I might go with divergence, or maybe even a trend alert or a price alert right here on this blue line. I'm a little undecided how I want to do this, whether I'd use an RSI alert or you can use them both. Sometimes I will do a divergence alert, positive divergence, once per bar close. And that didn't retain because I didn't save it. All right. 3.1. So maybe this divergence goes off and then I still want the price to be lower. I could set a second alert, you know, down here somewhere, or even use the indicator alert like I showed earlier on the RSI. So any questions on STORJ? Yeah, I call those secondary alerts confirmation alerts. So it's like wearing a belt and suspenders. Okay, let's see what else we can find then. So I don't show any others over 80. So then I go to my other search, my other sorts. Long-term sentiment has been a favorite. I like to match these up with the Elder Impulse Daily. Long-term sentiment is it's like it sounds, the sentiment, what are people talking about, word on the street, Twitter data, and then the Elder Impulse Daily is whoa, check out my positive divergence on STORJ. Well, let's go check that out. Okay. That's the volume weighted MACD. if you're the RSI or the MFI, I'd feel a little bit better about it. So I'm going to set the secondary alert. I think I'll go with that RSI alert I was going to do. Crossing up 35. I think that's what we were going to do. Once per bar close. AAA 3.1. Actually, I'm going to call this confirmation. Confirmation alert. And I'm going to wait for that to happen. I still think it's a little too high for to get in right at this moment. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, I was on Altcoin Alert, and yeah, Matt, long-term sentiment and the elder. Oh, I was defining the elder impulse. You can hover over here on your question mark, and it'll describe what it is, but it's essentially a momentum and a technical indicator. So if I see a match between a bullish on long-term sentiment, bullish on the elder impulse daily, I'm gonna check that out. So we've got that with YFII. I haven't traded this in a long time. It's up over 100% today, so that one could be played out. Now I'm just curious, so let's check it out. On my list? I guess not. Go. So this one was over, I remember this one, it's over $3,000, $4,000. Got as high as 7,800 back in September. You know, down to, 500, and then a big jump from there. On the hour, since the 21st, up almost 300%. 5 minute, sitting on the SMA line. I usually want to catch a dip sequence down below the bottom Bollinger Band, or see a pump, like this above the SMA line in a trending up market. So those are kind of the two short-term things I look for on the 5-minute chart. We're not getting either of those at the moment. So we could set a price alert down here around 1066. I don't know if it would drop that much. It might. Got a little bit more support here at around 1386. And again here at about 1312. So those are three areas I see. And maybe again here at 1171. Those are kind of four areas I see as short-term support on the 5-minute chart. My preference is going to be to do one of my alerts here, or use divergence. We haven't had a bullish divergence on the 15-minute chart in a couple of days. That might be the way to go. I think I'm going to do that. Positive divergence detected once per bar close. And that's my long-term sentiment. So you can see that's probably my favorite alert to do. It's a long-term sentiment off Altcoin Alert. And create, and I'm good to go. You can see most of these bearish divergences have been invalidated. They haven't really worked out. A couple of them did a little bit. Yeah, I gotta get back to trading divergence. I haven't used it in a while. The market was such a choppy mess for so long. Now that we're getting a little more structure to it, it might be more useful. Okay, any questions on YFII? All right, let's see what else we can find on Altcoin Alert. Our long-term sentiment, NXM. Actually, the more precise sort lately, the last few weeks, has been the Elder Impulse Daily. There haven't been that many bullish entries, and then you match that up with the long-term sentiment. Doesn't really matter which one you sort since we're matching them up anyway. We looked at STORJ already. Might look at BAT. We looked at YFII already. And that's about it. Go ahead and check out BAT, Basic Attention Token, up 12% today. This is an oldie but a goodie. In crypto terms, it's a few years old. Used to have some kind of connection with the Brave browser. I'm not sure if it still does. Okay, day chart. Nearly $2 back in November. 43 cents now, but trending up. It's the pattern we've seen in most of the ones we've looked at today. Since Sunday, we are up 44, almost 45%. It's a nice move. On the 5-minute, kind of hovering around the SMA line, a little bit above. 3% between the Bollinger Bands, not much spread. Got some short-term support on a price alert, around 42 cents. Some weaker support here around 41. And then down here, earlier yesterday, we were around 37.5 cents. So those are potential dip targets. On our 15-minute chart, divergence alerts have done pretty well. These were kind of choppy. This one did well. Up 9%. This one didn't really confirm. Well, I guess this is a confirmation candle. It went up a little bit, then down, and then back up again. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's still a day trade, 10% in a day. I probably would have gotten out around here. And this one would be in profit as well from this morning at 11. So if I had more confidence about the market going up over the weekend, I'd be doing more divergence alerts, but I tend to think we're going to have a dip first, and then a move. So with that in mind, the MFI and the RSI indicator alerts are better for that kind of thing, because they're going to let us know, like this one here, when the market drops, say from this short-term high, drops maybe 6% and then shoots up. That's what I like to do. I like to catch these dips. And the RSI didn't quite make it here. MFI didn't quite make it down to 20. These did okay. I think I'll go with the MFI on this at say 25. So right click on this, right, crossing up, value, let's go 25. Once per bar close. And I'll call this my Elder Impulse sort. And here I go. Okay, any questions on BAT, Basic Attention Token? All right, we will do one more. If we think the market's going to short, for those of you who are watching, not sure if Nicole and Frank do leverage trading manually, but let's look for some junk to short. A couple of ways we can do that on Altcoin Alert. You can do a reverse AA score. Band has been a participant in this. I shorted this, I think, a few days ago and did okay with it. Bearish score 27.1. Everything else is neutral. Is up 7% today. So let's check that out. Band. Okay, just mostly trending down on the day. Did get a move, but is that move going to hold? It's at 25% last week. Sitting on the SMA line. If it were up here, you know, I might think of shorting up here. Got a bunch of bearish divergences that didn't really pan out that well. This one went down a little bit, not quite 1%. Same on these. 2%, you know, at 10x leverage, not bad. Yeah, these aren't bad. So I think I'll go that route. I'll go look for bearish divergence, negative divergence once per bar close. And this is going to be AA. Was it 27 something? Yeah, 27.1. And there we go. You can also do, you know, reverse sorts on the long-term sentiment or the elder impulse. You know, there's a lot of bearish stuff on the long-term sentiment. This might be more productive. Do it on the elder impulse. And look for those that are bearish on both. But they also have to be on a, you know, on an exchange that allows, you know, leverage trading. I don't know if those two are. ADX I haven't heard of. FX I've heard of, but I don't think it's available. BNT might be. So I'm not really seeing KCS. I doubt it. Yeah, that's about it. So as far as our options for shorting on the elder impulse daily with the match with the long-term sentiment, that's about all we can do. Well, I've showed you about 4 different ways to use Altcoin Alert and how I like to use it. Any questions about this platform or anything else in the market? Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and end the Zoom call here. Thank you so much for coming out early. And if you're watching this on the recording, I appreciate you doing that. Please check out the opportunities listed in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Have a good weekend. For those of you in Carbon, Kevin Hokawana's Zoom call is coming up in about a half an hour. Then I'll be back for the Carbon Zoom after that call, probably, you know, around 4 p.m. Pacific. So see you later. Bye.